By the time this video goes up, it'll only be about a month and a half before our move. So excited, also a little nervous. There's still a lot that has to happen and it's a big purchase. When we decided at the beginning of the year to move, our first move in more than 10 years, I was trying to be proactive, so I created a new line item in the budget called New House. And I was telling Erin at YNAB about this the other day, and immediately she said, if you broke that out a little bit more in your budget, you will feel so much better. I did it, and she was right as always. So in this video, I'm gonna walk you through how I've updated my budget to prep for the move, and I'll also share a few practical tips, things we have done or are planning on doing to make this move as stress-free as possible. When I had a single category for the move, I was always trying to keep things straight in my mind. Okay, there is X amount in there for the down payment, and how much are closing costs again? And oh yeah, I cannot forget that we have to buy a new washer and dryer. But really, all of those things are categories. They're jobs I need my dollars to do. So now instead, I have a category group called Move, and underneath of it, here are my new categories. Earnest money, down payment, closing cost, moving cost, the washer and dryer, blinds and window treatments, and unknown. This is another tip for Erin. Every house is different, is going to need different things. Now when I look at my budget, I feel so much better. I'm not having to keep things straight in my mind. I can look and see the exact amount I have sitting in each category waiting for the move, and that's a huge stress reliever. And when the move's over, if I have any extra money sitting in those categories, I can move it to a different part of my budget and then hide the group. This entire exercise was a great reminder that our budget should be a reflection of our lives. I want to look at my budget and see my priorities. My number one right now is getting moved and situated, but when that's no longer a priority, it won't be visible in my budget. So if you've had a change in your life and are worried about messing up your budget, just remember there's no wrong way to organize your budget. Whatever way works for you at this exact moment in time, that's the right way. Cats are extra crazy today, but let's move on to some practical tips. Declutter before you move. Why move stuff you rarely use anyway? This is what I said to myself over and over again as I was packing. I want to use this as a fresh start, so I utilized my neighborhood's free recycle and reuse group. I gave away a couple pieces of furniture that won't fit at the new house, and I did a donation pickup for some dishware I hadn't used in a long time, and it was heavy, so just one less heavy box to carry. Collect moving supplies early if possible. Let your friends, families, coworkers know that you're looking for boxes. We still had to buy some, but Jer got a ton from work, which was really nice. And then other than buying or finding packing materials, use things you already have. I have a ton of dish towels and scarves, and those are perfect for wrapping up fragile items. And then instead of filling up boxes with clothes, I use the old trash bag trick from Pinterest that has come in handy many times. Another thing I have a lot of: books. Pack your books into your hard suitcases. It makes it so much easier to transport them because you can simply roll the suitcase instead of trying to lift really heavy boxes weighed down with a ton of books. And then take your smaller items and look around to see if you can nest them. An example would be your spices. I put some in a pantry organizer, and you can also store some in your crock pot or Instant Pot. This fourth tip comes from my mom. There is no such thing as too many labels when it comes to moving. Her recommendation is to label both the top and the side of the box. The top, so if you are walking and you forget which box or where this box is going, you can clearly see it on the top. And then on the side, if you've stacked boxes up in the moving truck, being able to see which box is which will make things so much easier. Adding on to her tip, a part of me wanted to take every single cable and charging cord in the entire house and dump it into one box to be dealt with later. But I took the time, I organized them, I labeled them, and I'm hoping that future me will be very appreciative of the time that took down the road. I'm gonna make an open first box with move-in day essentials. This will travel with me in my car and not the moving truck, and inside I'm gonna keep things like toilet paper, cleaning rags or paper towels, scissors, and hand soap. I'm gonna pack an overnight bag. This would go for partners, kids, and pets too, if applicable. I'm gonna pretend I'm going on an overnight trip, and that way, if worse comes to worse, at least I'll have a change of clothes and a toothbrush and things like that. Now that I have a plan for both the move and the cost associated with the new house, I'm so excited. I can't wait to move in and make it our own. And I'm sure other things will come up, but a part of that plan is rolling with the punches. So if you're getting ready to move, I hope you found something useful in this video. One last tip from my mom: let making your bed be your first priority on moving day. That way, whenever you get tired, you will have a comfortable bed to fall into.